Now, welcome back to our class. Remember, we are still looking into the matter, and we say that matter is anything that has got mass and it occupies the space. Matter is divided into three: solid, gas, liquid, plasma. Bose-Einstein condensate. These two. Don't write in an exam. Don't write it, because the moment you write it, maybe the teacher does not even know. Please take care of them. So just write the first three. They're very important. And I told you some of the processes that do happen from solid to liquid. That is just but something small that I wanted to make a recap for us. Now, what are the properties of this matter, especially the solid? Teacher, solids have definite mass, okay, as definite volume. What about the shape? Yes, has a definite shape. Can I tell you why? For example, if this is my solid here, this is my solid. This solid here, you can tell me the shape of it. What is the shape? It is a triangle. That is the shape. What about its volume? Am I able to calculate the volume? Oh yes, you're able to calculate its volume. What about its mass? Am I able to measure the mass? Yes, I can still be able to measure the mass. Okay, teacher, what about this? Maybe this is your plate when you are too young, when you are going to school in order to read, and you are being given this one by your parent. Let me try to sketch it so that it looks awesome for you, the one who is at home right now. Can you see that? For example, maybe this is what you used to carry. Now, are you able to calculate the volume of this? Oh yes, you're able to calculate. What about its shape? You're able. What about the mass? You're able. So I want you to understand that the solid, therefore, has got definite mass, volume, and shape. Okay. Maybe in terms of how they do appear. Now, look at this. There is something called the particles. The particles. I know you're wondering, what are these? 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 You know, it's so nice. It's so nice. Look at this. Can you see any space anywhere? No space. No space. These ones here are what we call the particles. These particles are found in the matter. In our case here, we are looking at the solid. What are the properties of the particles here? They're in fixed position. What about these particles? When you are going to project this one here into heat, it will vibrate, but its vibration is in a fixed position. In other words, did not even move. They will vibrate there, they will vibrate there. And therefore, solid has got particles. These particles are in fixed position. The moment you heat, it will vibrate in its own position. Very good. Teacher, I don't understand about mass. I don't understand about mass. But do you realize that mass, there is what we call mass and there is what we call weight. Mass here is the amount of substance in a matter, in the matter, or in an object. What about the weight? It is actually the action. It is by the action of the gravitational attraction. It is an action. It's an action. I know you're getting it very clearly. Mass, amount of matter. In fact, not even a substance, but it is amount of matter that is found in that substance. A weight is an action of gravitational attraction on a substance or on an object. For example, if I've got 50 kgs as my mass, if I go to planet Mars, planet Jupiter, this mass here is constant. What about my weight? There is a variation in the weight, and therefore you'll get that, for example, if your weight is 500 Newton, I will tell you why. Am I saying it's 500 Newton? I will tell you why. This one here, it will vary. It varies from one place to another. It's very important to understand the weight for you to understand the weight, we do what we call mg. In fact, it's Newton per kilograms. Why? Because if you take your mass as 50, you times the gravitational pull of the earth is 10, you will get 500 Newton per kilogram. Wow. Wow. Not even per kilogram. In fact, let me take it as 500 Newton, because this is what you need to understand. 500 Newton, because it's very important. It's very important for you. Now, let's go now to the liquid. Liquid here has got two things that are definite. Number one is that it has got a definite mass. If it has definite mass, there is what we call the definite shape. Also, there is what we call the definite volume. So it has got a definite volume. Teacher, what about the shape? The shape, what about the shape? Indefinite shape. Indefinite shape. The moment you understand these ones, they are very important. Now, can I show you why and how? It's because of this. It's because of this. Look at this. If this one here is my container containing water, and then at the same time, for example, this is 50 milliliter. Then I take another container again here, and I transfer this water into this part here. It will again take the same volume. The volume here will not change. It will be 50 ml. It will be the same. It will be the same volume. Now, if this one here is, for example, is 10 grams, the weight of water again in this one here will still be 10 grams. But now look at the shape. This one here it's taking a cylindrical shape. This one here is taking a rectangular shape. And therefore, you can actually see that for sure that water or the liquid is able to take the shape of the container. Why? Because of its ability to flow. Because of its ability to flow. Are we together there, student? Oh, yes. The reason as to why it's able to take the cylindrical, take also the rectangular, is because of its ability for it to flow. Ability to flow. Now, look here. Now, if this one here can stand for our liquid, I want you to see how it is. I want to see how it is. If you are to compare this one here with this one here, with this one, with that of a solid here, these particles here are totally different as compared to these ones here, and therefore, for liquid, their particles are not in fixed position. They are not in fixed position. They are not in fixed position. Then at the same time, the moment they vibrate, they do not even vibrate in fixed position. But here, the moment they vibrate, they move from one